Well, a few conditions today impacted how we thought the system would play out today.
Yeah, and it's always interesting when you have an overnight thunderstorm threat. As we were talking about yesterday, it's not something we get much of, which is why we were raising the awareness that if you know anybody who's camping or hiking, they're going to have to pay attention to the weather tonight.
Right.
And that's still the case.
Okay.
But given we've had a lot of clouds today, we didn't really get into the 90s, and we had that wildfire smoke, we've lost some of the daytime heating that would have benefited those storms.
Which would have been a big impact.
Right. So the question is, will the dynamics in the atmosphere that are pretty supportive of storms tonight still outweigh that and generate these big storms?
Okay.
And it's almost like play-by-play. Christian and I will be here tonight watching the radar, seeing what forms to our northwest. This is our thinking on how it will play out, and the National Weather Service office in Caribou has similar thinking too. It doesn't look like there's much of a severe weather risk through Aroostook County or the Katahdin region anymore tonight. It's probably more west of there. Severe storms are possible into central Maine and the mid-coast, but most likely the farther west you get. That includes western Maine, the foothills, into northern New Hampshire and northern Vermont. And a big reason for that, it is warmer there and they haven't had as many clouds today. We've had some what we call kind of dying complexes of thunderstorms. This shower in Bangor was a thunderstorm up in Quebec, but it's been weakening as it's come through. So the cloudiness here has helped keep a lid on things. There is another line here that's coming together toward Eustis, but we're going to watch what develops after this, especially around 6 or 7 o'clock this evening. Whatever starts forming here will be coming south into northern New Hampshire and western Maine, and that's the severe risk overnight tonight. Big spread in temperatures. We've had some cloud cover, 72 in Bar Harbor, 82 in Calais, close to 80 in Bangor, and now into the 80s to the west and south, but not into the 90s like we could have done if we had fewer clouds today and less wildfire smoke. One thing that hasn't changed, though, the dew points. Well, they've changed in that they've come up, but it's matching the forecast we had for today. We expected it would turn into a pretty humid day, and it certainly has. So this is one of our computer models, and it won't be exact, but I think it does a pretty good job representing what we're looking at through this evening. A few spotty showers from some of those dying storms through about 6 o'clock. There may be a storm up around Rangeley. That's not picked up here, but you can see the next line that starts to come together later this evening. And after 8 or 9 o'clock, that begins moving into western Maine and northern New Hampshire with a chance for a thunderstorm all the way into central Maine and the mid-coast. And this is midnight, and it would be the dynamics in the atmosphere that can keep this going even after sunset, which is why even though it wasn't as hot today, we still think there is a chance for storms into the overnight hours, and some of those storms may become severe. Wildfire smoke, of course, in place now. That's kind of fleeting overhead, and we may get a push of it south through the day tomorrow once we start to get a change in the wind direction. And when that change in the wind direction happens during the day tomorrow, the humidity will drop too. So it'll be very humid in the morning, warm as well. We get a northwest wind, so through the day the dew points will be dropping. It's going to be quite warm tomorrow, mid to upper 80s with the warmest weather at the coast, 70s up north, but the dew points will be dropping as the day goes along, and the end of the day tomorrow should feel much more comfortable. There's another storm risk on Thursday, but this is more traditional. It's a cold front coming through in the afternoon. Behind that, it's pleasant on Friday. Unfortunately, over the weekend, we're going to have to watch how quickly this system moves in. It's not as clear-cut as Todd put it this morning, and I agree with that. Doesn't look like a guaranteed dry weekend. We do have a chance for showers in there Saturday evening, Saturday night, and perhaps into Sunday morning too. But if we can move that along, Sunday afternoon may be pretty nice. So again, we'll just be watching the radar tonight. And this is an overnight thing, but it looks like the risk for anything severe is highest in the western half of the state. So it's going to be a play-by-play. Watch what forms on the radar. We'll be doing that for you here. By the way, if we start getting those storms around 8 or 9 o'clock up around Rangeley, we will be on News Center Maine streaming app. You can get it on your phone, on your smart TV, and we'll be breaking down those storms as they approach.
Okay, play-by-play. Good way to look at the night. Ryan, thank you.
You're welcome.